Good. So very quickly, I'd like to welcome everybody here today. My name is Adeolu Akinyemi, and I'm privileged to be the one anchoring and hosting to interview this remarkable and amazing lady today. Her name is Lilian Ujah. Lilian is just a network marketing leader. She's a wife, a mother of 2 lovely children. She's an economist by profession. She worked in the finance industry for 6 years as a marketer with no pay raise or other incentives. At a point during her years working, she faced challenges with childbirth, lost 4 late-term pregnancies. Her husband decided it was time to quit her job. While at home nursing her 5th pregnancy, she tried her hands on entrepreneurship, one of which was selling of female clothing, but she still wasn't fulfilled. While in search for fulfillment, her friend introduced her to a network marketing company in January 2017. At first, Lilian explains she was very skeptical. How can a shy, introverted lady like me make success out of network marketing? She later discovered that the business takes ordinary people and helps them achieve extraordinary results. She stumbled on a training online 3 months after starting a network marketing business, and this set her business on course. Lilian established and implemented strong systems in building her team. By the end of the 12th month, she was making her monthly salary in a week, 100% through social media. She began working her network marketing business full-time, and after 3 years, she's earning 6 to 7 figure weekly income in her network marketing business. Today, she's able to inspire a lot of people, especially women, and teach them how to build the lives of their dreams. She's a living proof that anyone can. I'd like to welcome you here, Lilian. I think that's amazing. I think you're
Thank you very much, Mr. Diomi. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah. So today we want to learn. Today we want to learn from you. Want to hear from you, and just be free. Just be yourself. Just give it all. Drop it as it's hot.
No problem.
Yeah. So tell us. I think that's a lot that you had to come through to find your pathway here, and you are really. Can you tell us a little bit about life before network marketing, before this industry? What was it like? Just help us catch up.
All right. My name is Lilian Ujah. Good evening, everybody. I'm a wife to a very handsome man. I'm a mother to 2 adorable children, gifts from God. I'm an economist. I'm a chartered accountant. And I'm a network marketing professional by choice, actually. So live before network marketing. I was in the finance sector for about 6 years as a marketer. And guess what? When I was when I was there, I was one of the best people they had. But I worked for that company for 6 years, and there was no pay raise. There was no other incentive. It was peanuts. It was even less than 100,000. I was just there because I didn't have any other thing to do at home, and I was bored. Young woman who just got married. So I just had to stay there. While I was there, I took in severally, and I lost them late term, like 9 months, 8 months, 4 different times. And my husband said, you need to come back home and sit at home. Maybe it's the stress. So while I was at home, out of boredom and so much of, inquisitiveness, I started Googling, and I found out that I could actually bring in things into Nigeria without traveling. So I started small. I started doing that from my room. And I built that business all from my room. I built into 7 figures. By the time I got so big in the business, not too big, but I felt I was big. My friend came to me with this network marketing, but I told her no, I wasn't interested because I felt I was doing well already. And that was life before network marketing. It was just me at home, housewife, doing my thing, selling clothes online. That's it.
Okay, so here you are, December 2016, feeling that I'm big already. I don't think I need network marketing. Maybe it's not for people like me. Now you are into it. 3 years down the line, 3.5 years down the line, you're balling. Can you tell us, with the benefit of seeing both sides, what do you think about network marketing? What do you want to tell someone out there?
Actually, my mindset concerning network marketing was just, I saw it as a business for people who didn't have anything to do. People who were not probably educated, people who had lost hope in life,
Jesus.
People were looking for something to just hold on to so that they don't say they are home and they are not, idle minds. Really, that's how I saw it. I'm a very book person. So I never thought that my kind of person should be found doing network marketing. My mom had done several of this network marketing. She had done several of it, over 7 growing up. So, and she never made money from it. So I had that mindset, but I met a friend, or my friend came to me and told me about network marketing. And watching her for 1 year, her life transformed. I know them from way back. I knew how things were tough for them. But 12 months after, she was driving a brand new car. Life had changed. And at that time, when I thought I was big, I couldn't even afford myself a car. The car I was riding at that time was bought by my husband. And I was telling myself, if you say you are too
sophisticated,
good, you are too intelligent, you are too this, and you cannot afford the good things of life, you better join these people and do this thing. And, when she mentioned that I could do this and succeed if I want to, and she showed me a few things that got my attention. I told her I was going to give it a try. And that was how I started. But before I started, I had delved into MMM with all of the money I had made from the clothing business. I entered into MMM the month it freezed. I put in 1.5 million. Then the rest of the money I had was in my stock. So at that time, I was just left with about 120,000 home and abroad. I didn't have money. So when she came to me to tell me to do this again, I didn't have a choice because at that point I was stuck. This was me who was saying I was doing well, but I could not boast of 200,000 naira. And most of the clothes I had at that time were old stock. Women and fashion. Once they see something, after a month or two, they don't want to see this old school. They want to see something else. They like the trend. They go with trends. So I couldn't even make a sale. So I was stuck. I couldn't buy more goods. And I couldn't make a sale with the ones I had. So I had to join her. So I joined her with about 100,000. And that was how I started this business. Started this business very broke. Very broke. But today, sorry?
I said interesting. Go ahead.
Yes, but today, 3 years on, my life has completely transformed, like 360 degrees. I got to the peak, not the peak, but almost the peak of my business in a short time. And funny enough, it's my first time delving into the industry, my first time coming in. But one thing that made me, that caught it for me was I read books before I started. When I got on board, I instead of recruiting or going out to get people like they tell you to do, I started out with reading books. Remember I said I like to read. So I started out with reading books. So I caught the whole vibe about the industry from the beginning. So maybe that was what happened for me. So I started with that and I started running with it.
Okay, very good, Lilian. I'm going to take you up on some things you've said. So we're going to flow here. So we're just going to take it, from the things that you're saying so that we can just expand it. Now, there was something I read in your profile. You said there was a training you did for 3 months. No,
I meant that 3 months into my network marketing journey, I stumbled on on training online. Training. Yes.
Okay, excellent. So I'm hearing 2 things from you now that is really exciting for me because I'm very, I like personal development stories. So I hear 3 months into the business, there was a training. I heard before I went out, I first of all got the psychology right. I got I got to understand the industry before running into it. Can you tell us a little bit more about this training and a little bit more about these books? Because somebody out there is listening and it feels, I've struggled at this for long. I've tried to do this. It's not working. You mentioned that your mom probably did like 7. And there are people like that who have tried. They don't know that what they need to change. They don't know that what they need to change is their inner game, of being trained, of learning. Can you tell us about this training and tell us about some of these books?
Okay. Like you already can tell the kind of person I am from looking at me here. I'm a very quiet person, introverted, shy. That's how I was.
I cannot tell that one. No.
I'm shy. Ask people that know me. So joining the business, I knew that I couldn't go and talk to people. It wasn't my style. Way back in school, I was someone who was bullied a lot. Most people that knew me know that they used to bully me. sometimes I was in a boarding house. My mates would come and tell me to kneel down. I would kneel down. That's how bad it was. You know, so when I joined the business and my upline told me you have to get people, you meet people, you approach people. And sometimes when I join her, I'll see her, maybe we'll drive to the filling, pull out on the filling station. She'll just come down from her car, going close to anybody and start talking. And I'm like, my goodness, is this what I'm going to do? I can't do this. So I knew that wasn't going to work for me. So I needed to find out what was going to work with my personality.
Awesome.
So I kept researching until I found that online training. I keyed into it, even though I didn't have the money. I asked my husband for money. I went for that training. That training changed my game. As soon as I got back from that training, everything I learned on that training, it was an online training, I started to implement immediately. Now, one thing was I was open-minded. I was ready to learn. I wasn't saying because I know so much in this area, I will do well here. Some people come in with so much confidence, right? They come in with, I'm good and I can talk. You know, some people are like, I can talk, right? But it's not about talking. There's a skill that you need to have when you are talking to people that helps you break the ice. So I had to learn these things. I had to keep trying things, different things. You need to find a strategy that works for you. The strategy that works for Mr. Diolu might not work for Ms. Lilian Ujah. The strategy that works for the next person might not work for you. So you need to find out that strategy that works with your personality and keep trying them out every day. With time, you get better. There's a saying that repetition makes you better at stuff, you understand? So when I kept trying them, the ones that worked for me, I held on to them as my strategies. The ones that didn't work, let them go. And that was how I started doing the social media 100% from home. And by my 8th month, I had built my income. What I was earning as salary, I was getting in a week.
Awesome.
From my business.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, good. So I think you're hearing it. If you're out there, you need to find a strategy that works for you. You need to be passionate about learning, find out what to do, find out from different people, find out different mixes, and mix your own, mix your own food. So you said from social media.
Yes, social media.
Okay, so you're saying, basically you're saying today that if you're out there and you're an introvert, you can do this business.
Oh, so well. And maybe because that's how I started. So what I do was when people join me, I teach that. That's why I teach my team. So most of the people who have succeeded in my team also have succeeded through this route. It's just recently, because I've built a large team, that I have to come out to talk to people for people, right? But honestly, if you leave me indoors, I will recruit. I could talk to 100 people a day via social media. It was that bad.
Wow.
Yes.
That's not bad. That's good. Yeah. Okay, good. Very good. That's amazing. Now, you mentioned about books, because typically when you talk and you make the mistake of mentioning book, people want to know, which title can I read? Which book is good? You know, what book? So maybe you can just leave it out there so that people can go check out the books.
Okay, of course. The popular one, GoPro, Eric Worre, then Magnetic Sponsoring. Okay. I read that book. That book is a game changer. Magnetic, there's a way you can be talking to someone. You already can read their minds. You can tell if they are not catching you, if they are not getting you. If they are getting tired, they're getting bored, you'll be able to switch. You know what to say at that time. I read another book, my first year in network marketing. Those 3 books were the books I read in my first year. Okay, excellent. That helped me.
Excellent. So if you're out there, good, Lilian. So if you're out there, you need to get books, you need to get to read. Empty bags don't stand upright. If you don't load yourself with knowledge, you're not going to be able to do much. Okay, good. So I'd like you to say something about this. So somebody's asking out there, 2 people started business the same day. There are people who started the same day you started, and their story has not become anything today. There are people who, for the last 3 years, they've been trying to find their way to get to the first rank. Some are trying to find their way to get to the second rank. So people get to start at the same time, but they are not equally successful. If you're going to say, what are the things that have been your success secrets? What are the things you say, look, if you do this, this is what I did, this is what I learned how to do. Top 3 things that can radically transform your business if you apply them with ruthless passion. What will those 3 things be?
Wow. One is focus. There's nothing like focus. Your eyes on the ball. Like, when I started my business, funny enough, a lot of people came to me and told me that these things don't work. In fact, I met someone who had been in my network marketing company, before I came in, and she told me, don't go there. Don't even waste your money. If you don't know what to do with your money, come, let me do something. Let me do something for you. You know, I'm a papa in this game. And you know, a lot of people said a lot of things. My dad laughed at me. People laughed at me. But the thing is, your eyes has to be on the ball. Your eyes have to be, there'll be a lot of distractions, shiny objects everywhere. People came to me and told me, you're doing cover business. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? So many people said a whole lot. But guess what? I had seen the bigger picture, which was my friend, like I told you. So whatever they were saying wasn't making sense. I wanted to be like my friend at that time. I wanted to be like my friend. That was all that mattered at that time. Nothing else mattered. Not even what my husband used to tell me at home, that you want to leave your book and do this. Not that. Not when he insults me when I ask him for money to make my hair. I'll tell him, go and use that your network marketing money and make your hair. I'll tell him to, don't worry, because I just knew that I had seen what I wanted. I saw the lifestyle. They were not seeing what I was seeing. I was the only one who saw what I saw and wanted it. And I'm a lady who desires the good things. I like the good things of life. I like to be, I want to be able to afford the Gucci when I want to. I don't want to depend on my husband because he won't even buy me a Gucci. He will tell me the other things. Yes, he will tell me the other things that we need to do in the house. So I want to do something when I want to do it. I like to travel. Those are the things that I give my children the best of life. So I wanted something and my eyes were on that goal. And I kept at it. And I told myself, I will do this for 12 months. If after 12 months, I look back and it's not worth it, I'll stop and go back to my business. But if after 12 months it's worth it, I'm going crazier. And that was it. By the end of the 10th month, things were already happening. I think I got my first incentive by that time. And the business skyrocketed for me. That's the one, number one. Number two, you need to like, your team is a reflection of who you are. If you want your team to be fired up, you need to be the fire. So you can only motivate them by being a motivation. Like, let them look at you and be motivated. You don't need to open your mouth and speak. By the things they see you do, they're already motivated. If you're asking them to go out and recruit, you should be the recruiting machine. They should see you recruiting as well. Whatever you think you want your team to, you want your team to be seen as, you should be the first. So that's another thing that got me here. Then the third thing was strategy, like I just said. I found out the strategy that worked for me, and it was social media. People do it one-on-one. People have large gatherings. I'm not good with that. I do it now. But at that time, I couldn't do it. So I had to go the social media way. But guess what? It got my results. So find out what works for you. That strategy that works for you. Start doing it. Do it over time and you get better. Those are the three things that got me here.
Awesome. I like that. Very good. Thank you very much, Lilian. So I hear you. I hear you clearly. I hear focus. Focus, not focus. I hear, be the fire. If your team needs motivation, if they need fire, be the fire. Don't motivate them with words. Be the example. Do what you want them to do. And number 3, strategy. So if you're listening out there, you need focus. You need to be an example. You need to exemplify the kind of leadership, the kind of people you want to have in your team. And then you need a very clear strategy. And I like something you said. You mentioned something about people laughing at you, shining objects everywhere. Those people that were laughing then, can you tell us a little bit about what their conversations are like today? Are they still laughing, or are they asking? You
don't want to know.
are they asking quiet questions?
You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Like, I actually lost a very, very, very serious relationship, as in a dear relationship, a relationship I really, I cherished. I lost it to the choice of becoming a network marketing professional. Like, when I told her that this is what I'm doing now, she thought I was going crazy. Wow. She practically told, because I helped her build her own business when she saw my business grow. So I told her the strategies to use to get her business to where I was at that time. So she started and was still growing. And I told her I'm doing this. And she's like, are you okay? Something wrong with you? These things they just use you. And after using you, they'll dump you. She felt like she couldn't associate herself with someone who was doing that. I don't know why. Or maybe she felt because I was talking to her about to join me. She felt she didn't want to. So that affected our relationship. And up until now, we are not as close anymore. People laughed at me. People laughed at me, like, they laughed. They thought it was because I was going broke. some people thought my husband wasn't even giving me money again. It was so bad. It was so bad. But like I told you, I was so focused. I knew what I wanted. That was, nothing else mattered. But guess what? Most of those people have joined me today. Most of them have joined. The ones that have not joined, they ask me for help. They ask me for help as in every time. Then the few ones that cannot ask for help because of pride, they are still watching. But guess what? The respect, the time is coming. And then the respect has grown. I don't know, so much respect from everywhere.
Awesome.
So much.
Awesome.
People say, I know Lilian Ujah. I know her. People want to associate themselves with success. Right? And that is what happens when you say, Lilian, they say, I know her, she's my friend, she used to be my friend, she's my childhood friend, we went to school together, like that. So that's
they say that the best revenge is success.
Yes, that's the best revenge.
That's the best revenge. Okay, excellent. Okay, somebody's thinking out there. Somebody's thinking you're an economist, you're a chartered accountant, and I like the way you switched and said, and I'm proud I'm a professional network marketer.
Oh, it's my shoulders high. Like, seriously.
So there's somebody out there who is out from school, thinking about their career, thinking about life ahead, and wondering, is this a career option? Is this something I can put my energies into? Is this something I can drive and say 5 years from now, 6 years from now, will I be like a Lilian Ujah? Who is this industry for? Who should look at this industry? Who should consider participating in this? What are your thoughts?
Okay, I don't know if I'm wrong, but this is my own opinion.
Please.
The network marketing industry is not for everybody.
Okay.
It's not for everybody in the sense that not everybody will come here and succeed, because not everybody have the passion to follow the process or to go through the process. Okay. It's for only those who are hungry, who are tired, who are tired of being tired, who are tired of being stuck, who are tired of complaining, and who are ready to take their life take their chance and run the business. Because honestly, if you are not that person, you will not go far. One of the reasons why people come into the business and complain and struggle, when I check them and I ask them a few questions, I find out that they are not as passionate as they say they are. When you ask someone who is in network marketing and he says, I've been talking, nobody's answering me. I ask them, how many people do you talk to in a day? You can't tell me you want to get people into your business and you can count your prospects with your fingers. That's not possible. It's true. When you are able to count them, if I actually are able to tell me without looking at a book that you're not doing network marketing, I tell my team, you cannot have them in your fingers and tell me you have prospects. They should be in a book where you cannot remember them until you open. It means you're talking to a lot of people at a time. And I tell them, not everybody you talk to will join you. If you have that mindset from the beginning, that not everybody you talk to now will join you now, you will do well. Most of the time, people I sign up are people who I talked to like 2 to 3 months ago. They joined this week. The next week, other set of people who I talked to maybe 2 months ago joined me. So it now looks like I'm recruiting every week. Meanwhile, these are people I had talked to before. So you must, at every point in time, be talking to a lot of people. You are building seeds. You are planting seeds that will germinate in little time. Sometimes you might have people who sign up immediately. Of course, you will. But most times it's not like that. So if you don't have a lot of people as your prospects, then you are not passionate enough. Honestly, that's the truth. You are not doing the business the right way, and that's why they're not succeeding.
Awesome.
It's a garbage in, garbage out business. You put in whatever you put in is what you get out.
Excellent. As I'm listening to you, I'm hearing a little bit of I'm rekindling some of the ginger from Mark Yanel's first year in network marketing. I think he's
yes, that's
I think it's a very bad influence in the sense that it tells you to go out and get a list of 2,000 people. Get 2,000 and keep on, just keep on hitting at it. Awesome. So you expect that your team members prospect daily, keep prospecting, put the funnel in, and keep doing it.
Yes, you prospect daily. Yes, you should. That's your. What else is our daily mode of operation if you're not prospecting? What else is your daily mode of operation? That should be top priority.
Yeah. Awesome.
You should be talking to people. Yes.
Awesome. Now, so I'll ask you this question, and I think this is important. So you've been at this, and it's been a good ride. I can see clearly It's been a good ride for the last 3 years plus. If you had the opportunity of going back to January 2017, what will you do differently? What have you seen to say, man, this place, maybe I was slow here, or maybe, you know, maybe as a leader, I didn't do this, or maybe I need to do this better. What are the things you have looked at and you feel, okay, maybe I'll adjust this, maybe I'll change this? Is there anything like that?
Yes, of course. Everybody has, like I said, we keep trying and getting better at things. So there are times you will fail at something, you do it, you don't get it right. You do it again, you don't get it right. Do it again, you don't get it right. Next time, maybe you get it right. There are times where I failed. Like when I started, I just, you know, they told me go and get people. So I just got people, started talking to everybody I knew. I put some people in the chat room. I started talking to them, giving them what they did not ask for, you see. And so most of them left the chat room. Some of them sent me stinkers. Do not try this again. People I knew. So I felt very hot. I felt very bad. In fact, I don't think I wanted to do the business again after that. So for me, that was not the right step. So it was after that rejection that I started researching that how did they do this thing? You know, that was where I found out that, okay, these things were done, could be done professionally. So for me, if I had known this, I probably wouldn't have gone that way. I probably wouldn't have done some of those things I did, you know. But everything is a learning phase. It has helped me to teach my team not to do those things, right? So there are a lot of things I didn't do right. Some things I read from, you know, some international network marketers. I read from them. I try to apply. That don't work for me. That's because you know that our culture is different from their culture, and some things that won't work. So I tried some of them. It didn't work. I left them. I tried other ones. It worked. You know, you just keep learning. It's a phase. I learned from every of the experiences I had.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, you learn, you fail. Somebody says failure is feedback. So you learn how to do it better.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Before I open up the floor for others to ask their questions, so please start preparing your questions. There's a question and answer section there. You can please ask your questions. I will amplify them so that Lilian can help us do justice to them once we get to those questions. I like to ask this, you know, there's a lot of this that goes around, and I think you can answer it as well. Some people feel, I like what you said when you said, when you wanted to join, you felt this industry is for people who don't have hope, who don't have anything doing, who are idle, who are not this, you know. But I think that's bad. That's a bad for people to have like their perception of what the industry is about. But there's even a worse one, and the worst one says, this industry is, you know, is it not a scam? What are you bringing people? You know, is it not a Ponzi scheme? Is it not a pyramid scheme? And people don't understand what they're saying, but they just try to pack everything together with MMM, you know, on that side. What do you have to say to those people? Is there any enlightenment or education that people need to have to understand the difference between these things?
See, sometimes I feel like opening people's heads. I'm putting everything I know about this thing in there and locking it up. But it is what it is, you know, because I tell people that this business or this industry, network marketing, is an industry from God. Let me tell you why I said so. It is the only industry or only business where people can teach their trade secrets unapologetically. Like, you're not worried if the next person understands how you run. And if they apply what you have been taught, they might get a better result. It's the only business that is not selfish. In the traditional market system, you cannot openly give out your trade secrets if you don't want competitors.
True.
You are fighting for a market and you don't want them to share in that market, so you will hide everything. But in this one, you are selfless, because whatever you teach is like whatever you teach, it also helps you get better. It also builds you up. You gain more from it. So it is not, aside from that, this personal development you get to have, oh my goodness, I couldn't talk to people. I couldn't even sit and speak like this. Network marketing changed me. When I talk, people say, you are good, or you talk well. I'm like, if you know me before, you will not say. And then the inspiration you get to give to people. A lot of people look up to you, because they're like, my goodness, this young lady has achieved this. And they're inspired to do it. They're inspired to, you know, even some people that knew me before, when they hear that Lilian is like this now, they're like, oh my goodness, if Lilian can do this, this shy girl, I would do it. And they come in with that mindset, and it helps them get going. You know, and that for me is the greatest joy. Network marketing is the only industry that can transform a lot of people, make them multi-millionaires, change them from ordinary to extraordinary beings in a short time. This is the only industry. The only next industry after this that can do that is the football industry. But guess what? The football industry, for you to succeed there, you need to have an innate skill, sometimes born with it. But instead of the network marketing industry, anyone can come in and do it and get successful. It's a level playing field for anybody. Just come in and be open-minded, ready to learn. Don't try to reinvent any wheel. Go with what they are taught. Go with what, keep practicing, you get better. And that's what brings success here.
Awesome.
That's what I have to tell them.
Awesome, yes. Awesome. Thank you. Somebody also says about sports, that sports, it has a time limit. You expire. You can't play football after 40. Yeah, no. So you're done. But today I was talking with an 84-year-old man today who has been doing network marketing for the last 53 years.
Wow.
And he was sharing with us that today he has about 700 to 800 people that join his team every day.
Every day. Wow. Wow.
Residual income. So you can imagine, yes, how many years still exist in front. It's amazing. Okay, great. So I think I'll have one more question from me, and then we can open it to the people that want to ask their questions. Please, if you have questions on Facebook or if you have here, please ask. We have Lilian with us here, and we want to milk her for all the value we can get. Okay? Okay, good. So in this industry so far, and like I said, the beauty of this is if you build correctly, you can get to a point where you build, you stop, you relax, and the system you have built continues to pay you in perpetuity. And you can be financially free, what we call financially free. Now, if you look back in this industry, there's so many exciting things about this industry. So there's the personal development, there's the financial freedom, there's the extra income, there's the being an inspiration to your team. There's so much. There's the learning, the education. There's so much value. Which of the things that you have achieved in the last few years in this industry are you most excited about? What is the most exciting for you about this industry? What are you most excited about?
The lives you get to touch. The lives you get to touch. That's because what other reason are you here on earth? Why are you here if not to create impact and live with an impact, leave this place, leave the earth, and people still remember you? The lives you get to touch. This is the only industry that's made it so easy. If I was doing something else, I'm not sure I would have had the opportunity to impact lives as much as I have done in 3 years. Imagine if I have to do this for the next 6 to 7 years. That's 10 years running. How many more lives I will touch? It means that by the time I'm 45 or 40,
can be a governor.
You know what it means? This is the only business that keeps you and makes you relevant. I'm telling you, makes you very relevant. Keeps you in the minds of people. People look up to you and they're like, if I didn't say yes, if not for you, I wouldn't be here today. How would that already happen in my team? A lot of people say that daily, and that's my greatest joy. Nothing else, apart from the assets you get, the cars you ride, or whatever you get from this business. Those things are just, how would I put it? They're extras. The most important thing is the lives you touch.
Awesome.
The lives you get to touch. Yes.
Awesome. I tell people, I try to say, in what other industry do you get to make friends, make money, and make impact?
Awesome. As in, if you want to travel to anywhere in the world, you already have friends everywhere.
Yeah.
You don't understand it. You don't understand. If I have a challenge, I don't have to. I can call anybody, not even in my company, from any other company in the industry. That's the joy.
Awesome.
In fact, the person I learned from is not even in my company. We are so close.
Awesome.
And we're not, in the same company. That's the joy.
Awesome.
No other industry can allow this happen. No other industry. You cannot be a director with MTN and it's not okay, the owner of MTN and the owner of, I'm not sure they're close. I'm not sure they share. Yes, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
you can find two top earners in different companies, doing stuff together and getting their successes.
Yeah.
I just love this industry. Yes,
awesome.
I do.
Awesome. Okay, great. So I'll open the floor for the questions in the house. There's a question here from Cordelia Uwalaka who says, how exactly were you using social media? So somebody is saying, this social media matter, please, Give us some wisdom. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Give us some wisdom.
Don't leave me. Okay. Like a lot of people on social media. When I started, not so many people were using social media for their business, for their network marketing business. A lot of people are right now on social media, but guess what? Most of them, 90% of them are doing it wrong. A lot of them are infomercials. They are giving out information that people are not asking for. They're pouring out everything they don't need to pour out. If you're using social media, you should engage in attraction marketing. You are not to go talking about the company, because you are a brand. You are a brand, because the truth is that we are all in different companies. We are leveraging the system in that company.
Sure.
What if you leave that company today and decide to move to another company? Would you still be talking about another company? That way, you're going to lose credibility over time. But when you are not that kind of person, when you are not about the company, but the industry, you are differentiating yourself from the pack. Now, the reason why somebody else will not join one person and join the other person is because of the perceived value they get from that person. You need to be able to brand yourself in a way that you are not like, because when you go to church, I don't really understand what I'm saying. People go there and pour things they shouldn't be saying. Things that you shouldn't even put out there, information that shouldn't be out in the public, they put it out, and those things repel your audience. They don't bring them to you. Instead of me to join you, I'll rather get the information from you because you're giving it out to me, and I'll join my friend who's talking to me already about it. It means you're marketing for some other people and you're not aware about it. So there's something called attraction marketing. It's a full course.
Yeah.
That is what will get people to come into your inbox to ask you questions. Most of them will not want to come to your timelines to say, hi, what's up? The ones that will join will come to your inbox to ask you questions, and you take them into another room where you give them the information professionally, and that's how it works. So basically, we don't go looking for people. That's the natural media thing. They come to you. You pull them to you. They come to you, and you close them. That's how it works.
Okay, I hope that.
So sorry.
Go ahead.
So I do that, and I also do what's it called? I engage people on my business page as well through adverts and all. So I get to reach a whole lot of people at a time. That's how I do it.
Okay, so when you say through adverts, in case this person is wondering what does that mean? It means you advertise on your Facebook.
You need to advertise on your Facebook page, yes, to be able to reach a lot of people at the same time. Because if you are just on your timeline and you're talking, because people already know you before you join the business and haven't seen anything change, they will not join. They'll just be watching to see. They're waiting to see. How do you get them? How do you get to that point where they decide to come to join you? When you get strangers, let me tell you, strangers are the people who will join your business. That's the truth. And where do you find strangers? Strangers when you run adverts. They don't know you, so they don't have a mindset about you. They don't know anything. They do sentiment. Whatever you tell them, they take it, and they are more likely to join than those who already know you. So that's why I do more of that than a timeline thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Samuel Fabo is asking, please expatiate a little more on social media and other strategies to engage, since WhatsApp group style brought rejection.
Since WhatsApp group what?
Well, I think the person is responding to yours that you added a lot of people to WhatsApp, and some of them left, some of them etc. That what else did you do? Yeah.
That was before I learned the strategy I'm talking about now. Yeah. When I came in, I just opened the WhatsApp chat room and I threw in people there, and I started talking about my business when they did not ask me for those information. You see, so they left because they left. They felt like, why would you put us here? For what? Who are you? Why would you do this? And some of them even knew me. That was a mistake I made. I learned from it, and that's how I found the strategy that works.
Okay, excellent. So how can we leverage on WhatsApp to build a viable team and avoid insults or rejection? Someone is asking.
How can you leverage on WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Now that WhatsApp thing works over time. It doesn't work easily. It doesn't work fast. Like I told you, they already know you. And honestly, they haven't seen anything that has changed. Another thing about the WhatsApp is that you are not able to express yourself as much as you would on a Facebook or on Instagram. On WhatsApp, you have limited space for information, to give out information. So if you already have people in your contact who knew you before you joined your business, you don't expect them to join you because they think you're like the next person. You're selling a Ponzi, you know? So you don't have enough time you don't have an opportunity to express yourself and to show them. So I think WhatsApp works later on. As you run adverts and you keep bringing people to your WhatsApp and asking them to add you as friends, you can engage the broadcast listing for those who you have talked to before. There's a whole lot, really. When you engage the broadcast list and you put everyone who has gone through your presentation in the broadcast list, you can once in a while share information or use your status. Once your name is saved on their phones, they will keep seeing your messages, like a constant reminder of who you are, that you talk to them. So whenever they are ready to join, the next person they think about is you because you are still in their faces. That's another way to keep in touch with people you have talked to about your business. So the WhatsApp thing doesn't work fast. It works with time. It takes a lot of time. So if you're not patient, you might not get any result from it.
Okay, awesome. Someone is asking here. Thank you very much, Lilian. Very good answer. Elijah Uka Osuo is asking, how do we win those already discouraged for one reason or the other in this industry?
Are there people who are already members or people who are trying to get into the business?
I think he's talking
You're
about
trying to, people who want to get into the business. I didn't get you, Dulu.
I think the question is about people who are already discouraged. So they've been in the industry, they've tried 2 or 3, they've given up. He wants to encourage them to come back or something.
The truth is that people who have tried 2 or 3, most of the time, watch them, find out why. They are not consistent people. They're not people who stay true to their game. Anyone who you see who jumps around, like, okay, everybody will tell you that if you want to get true success from network marketing, you need to be in the business for at least 5 years.
Yeah.
Check them. Most of them have not stayed in a company for 5 years. Once they come into the business and are able to get the results in the first year, they are looking for the next thing. They are looking for the next new business. And this mindset of, I need to be amongst the first people who start a company so that I can be positioned at the top, that also ruins a lot of people's opportunity. If you are that kind of person, you will not get anything out of this business because the time it takes you to leave, join one from one to, it's only a few people that do this and get the results out of people who are dogged. And not everybody is dogged, right? Not everybody have a good interpersonal relationship with people that when you talk and say, I'm going to the next place, they all move with you. Not everybody can pull that out. So you need to be in a particular business for at least 5 years before you tell me it doesn't work.
Awesome.
Doing the things you should do, not just sitting down in the business, doing the things you should do for 5 years before you tell me it doesn't work. That's what I'll tell you.
I agree with you 100%. Yeah, go ahead.
There's nothing you can actually do to those people. That's the kind of people they are. You don't have anything to do. You can't change them. There's certain people you cannot change. What you need to do is get people who are like you, who think like you, who have the same goal, the same vision, who share that vision with you and run your business. Forget about the dead. You cannot wake up. Some people, you can't wake up the dead. You leave them alone. What will motivate them to get them encouraged is if they see you succeed. That can make them come back and say, man, this guy, we're together now. What happened? If this guy can do it, I'll do it. And they come back and put in the best. And look, the only motivation anybody can give to themselves is the one they give. Nobody can motivate anybody. The only thing that can motivate you is the motivation you give to yourself. The minute you tell yourself, I want to do this, I'm doing this, this guy did this, I'm doing it, you'll see yourself doing it. And that's the truth. You cannot wake up anybody.
I hope someone is getting motivated tonight, is finding motivation from within themselves to say, you know what do I need to do to get beyond this? There's a final question that just popped up. How do you educate someone who is a paid employee and wants a plan B, but doesn't think that network marketing is the kind of business for plan B? How do you educate them?
Wow. I tell people that if you have a job, a 9 to 5, the best business you can do is actually this. Because if you want to go set up a traditional business, you need to put in your time.
Yep.
It means that if you leave work in the evening, you need to go there and see what is happening.
Yep.
Saturdays when you should be resting, you will be there trying to find out what was done during the week. And it can be very exhausting. You agree with me. And that's why a lot of people who have jobs do not succeed in businesses. That's the truth. So the best form of business for anybody who is engaged in a 9 to 5 is a leverage business. A business that you can run from your phone. A business that doesn't need 24 hours or 10 hours of your time. You only need 2 to 3 hours or say 4 hours, depending on the way you want to stretch it. build a business while you're at that 9 to 5, I promise you, by the time you have done it for about 2 years, that business will switch from your plan B to your plan A. That's the truth. But the issue people have is that they wait till they're out of job to start a business like this. And it is not it. So the best form of business for anybody in the 9 to 5 is this business.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So I think that was very clear. Don't wait until you are out of a job. You can start your plan B now. Okay, excellent. Yes. Someone says, Ndorita okay, says, nice listening to you, Lilian. If I tell my prospect, if I tell my prospect about network marketing brand and not the company, can I do 2 companies at the same time?
No way. No way. You know, when some people say it's an extra source of income, like you can't depend on one source. But the truth is that network marketing is network marketing. Yeah, 2 companies doesn't make it an extra. It's the same thing. You cannot serve 2 masters at the same time. That's the truth. You agree with me that the beginning of building a business in network marketing takes a lot. It takes a lot. That's the first year building a network marketing business is demanding. So you cannot even build 2 and be successful. Because how do you want to do it? People begin to see you as inconsistent, like you don't even know what you want. You cannot go and look at the list of top earners in any of the companies you know. You will not find them doing more than 1 at the same time. It's either they did this, they left it for this other one. That is what they did. They are not doing the 2 at the same time. If you do the 2, you cannot be a top earner. It's not possible. You cannot be a top earner. It's not true. So,
okay, great.
No, you can't.
Yeah. So I think success is predictable. You can look at what people are doing in front of you and know that if you do it the same way, you achieve similar results. If you do something different, you'll achieve a different result. So I don't know if you have a parting shot tonight. Lilian, let's take a parting shot from you. We want to close it tonight. 1 minute. What do you want to say to everybody out there listening to you on Facebook Live, listening to you on the Zoom meeting, and people who will listen to you for the next 10 years, because this video is going to be recorded and put on YouTube, where it's going to stay for all the people in this industry who will come many, many years down the line. Parting shots tonight. Okay, parting shots.
This is it. If you're someone who wants success, you're somebody who is tired of being tired, that's somebody who wants to change the narrative, as somebody who loves the good things of life, this is it. This is where it is. It is not anywhere else. It is here. And guess what? You can get it in a short time. You don't have to put in so much time, so much years into this. And the good thing is you don't even need so much experience to get it. You can earn while you learn. And that's the juice. You can achieve so much. Whatever it is you have passion for, you can drive it with the money you make here. Whatever thing you want to do, you need a lot of capital. Don't let anybody deceive you. Whatever passion you have, whatever, maybe you want to have a hairline, fashion house, you need capital to be able to stand against competition, above competition. There are competition. There are people who have so much money. And if you don't have money, they stifle you. So how do you make up money to be amongst the top in the society? If that's your passion, do this. Get all the money, leverage on the system. It is only for a short time. Nobody's here for the whole of her life or his life. It's only for a short time. Get the money and go pursue that dream. You can do it. If I can do it, you can.
Excellent.
That's what I have to tell you.
Thank you very much, Lilian. That was awesome tonight.
Thank you.
Okay, well done to everybody who came around tonight, who showed up to listen and learn. One of the things we're doing with this is ensuring that there's knowledge available out there. You know, success is very predictable. You can look at the people who have done some things well, learn from them, and duplicate the same things. And guess what? The beauty of this industry is nobody's hoarding knowledge. It's available out there. You just need to listen, learn, cut, paste, reapply, search, cut, paste, reapply. And guess what? You can be our next sensational story. 3 years from now, 5 years from now, people will be looking forward to hearing you, to seeing your progress as well. Thank you very much, Lilian. Thank you, everybody who came here today. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening. And, let's keep learning. Let's keep growing. And let's one day, somebody will come and say, Lilian, I listened to you on that day, July 22nd, 2020. And you said one thing that stood with me, and now I'm earning $1 million per month. The beauty of this industry.
Yeah, that would be my greatest joy. Thank you so much, Mr. Diolu.
My pleasure.
It's a honor and privilege to be here. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Well done. Well done. It's great having you as well. Great having you as well. Okay, good night, everyone. I'm going to